Why don't you do your job? Why don't you get this border secure? And until you do that, I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you.
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm in the habit.
Because sometimes people will ask me, oh man, how come Florida, 84,000 jobs, the rest of the country, what could be done to help the rest of the country? And I say, well, the saying that I always think back, and it's a little bit of a flourish on how it's been used previously, but a recession is when your neighbor loses his job, a depression is when you lose yours, a recovery is when Dr. Fauci loses his. I think about it, you have an open border in violation of U.S. law. The president has said that basically they want to even pay reparations to people who came illegally. Just think about that. You as an American, you get higher gas prices. You get higher grocery bills. You get told basically to just grin and bear it. Someone breaks the law, comes illegally, and they're going to cut them a check for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is just unbelievable. But that's what we're dealing with. My view would be, why don't we, if they're going to come here, we'll provide buses and provide them. I will send them to Delaware and do that. I mean, if he's not going to support the border being secured, then he should be able to have everyone there. So we will do whatever we can in that regard, and we are absolutely going to do everything we can.
Do you have a comment about the comment that President Biden made recently?
Well, I guess I'm not surprised that Biden doesn't remember me. I guess the question is what else has he forgotten? Biden's forgotten about the crisis at our southern border, I can tell you that. Biden has forgotten about the inflation that's biting the budgets of families all throughout our country. Biden has forgotten about the demonstrators who are fighting for freedom down in Cuba. And Biden's even forgotten about the Constitution itself, as we saw with what he did with this moratorium. And I can just tell you, I'm the governor who protects parents in their ability to make the right choices for their kids' education. I'm the governor who protects the jobs and education and businesses in Florida by not letting the federal government lock us down. I'm the governor who answers to the people of Florida, not to bureaucrats in Washington.
Last week, you called the Biden administration the Brandon administration. Do you feel that that is the proper level of exchange between a governor and a president?
Well, let me ask you how he's treated us. I mean, they
shouldn't you rise above that?
Well, they take a lot of pot shots. Well, look, I think it's a joke, but honestly, one of the reasons why that has taken on is because a lot of your folks in the national media, they get very sensitive to it, because what happened was people were chanting something else very colorful.
It's a swear about the president.
Well, you had a reporter, though, say that it was "Let's go Brandon," when that's not really what was said. And so I think the reason why it's caught on is because I think it needles the national media a little bit, because look, I mean, they've become very partisan. I mean, they were very much against Trump. They're very much ahead of Biden. So I think we view it as fun, but I do think
But it's a swear about the president.
Well, right, but I mean, here's what I would say. Was there hand-wringing about this, about the stuff that was said about Trump for 4 years? No, there wasn't.
If you look at that, if you look at what's going on with some of the big corporations with their woke agenda, when you look at the Brandon administration in terms of what they're doing. I don't even know, do you know how that started? It was, and you have the media, they're hand-wringing over this, but, it was at a NASCAR race, and they're doing an interview with a driver, I guess his name was Brandon, and the crowd starts chanting very colorful language about Joe Biden. And it was obvious that they were doing, and, it is what it is. First of all, they said way worse about Trump for 4 years. We know that. But so they're chanting this, and so you have a reporter from NBC who knows that's what they're saying, and she's trying to cover for Biden. So she says, yeah, they're chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." And that was a lie. And it was a lie. And so this chant, I think, has taken on a life of its own because it exposes the dishonesty of these corporate reporters and what they do every day to try to lie. And so now you see it. But bottom line is we've got a lot of things that we're facing. We've now seen after Virginia.
Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, and it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.